Our preparations for the Indy 500 typically start around the end of February. Once we have our car schedule sorted out for the first 4 races, we, by that time, have designated which car we're going to use at the 500, and the work gets started on that as soon as possible. All in all, to do it properly, it's about a 2-month process prior to the first day of running here at the Speedway. Well, the gates open in the morning at 8 a.m. And we'll come in, finish off the job list for the items that we didn't have the day before on the cars. The engineers typically overnight will come up with some setup changes they want to do, so the guys will come in and get started on those right away. Those can range anywhere from, say, 10 minutes per change to a couple of hours per change. So the first thing that you do is you make sure that the crew chief has his list from the engineer on the changes they want to do. You think you've seen everything, then all of a sudden, for some reason at Indy, you'll see a dozen things in the 2 weeks that you've never ever seen before. Just circumstances and whatever else will pop up. Obviously, you have to make sure that you've got the crew around you that can adapt to that and overcome whatever issues that come up that you've not seen before. Luckily, we have that here. So far, going by the season that we've had this year, the competition this year is way more intense than any other year. In fact, way more intense than my 25 years of motor racing. So I expect it to be a very close race. A lot of the time when cars are running close like that together, there is the possibility to have a lot of carnage, a lot of accidents. So obviously you have to make sure that your driver is very comfortable running in those tight groups prior to the race. The Indianapolis 500 by far is the most intense race that we'll have all season. You're traveling at speeds that you don't get close to from this point on in the season or prior to this. The week itself brings out the best and the worst in people. You always feel like you're under the microscope. Everything is a pressure cooker. As soon as you go out to the pit lane, if you make one mistake, it could mean your week is, you've totally screwed up the entire week. The speeds that you do, there's a lot to risk, and it makes the Indianapolis 500 very unique in that factor, especially considering how intense the entire week is.